Happy Monday. This is Larry the Lion live from Mesa, Arizona, the heart of Sub 2. I hope you're having a great Monday. I know I am. I'm happy to be here. I'm really happy to be here. Yesterday was a great day. Went to church, Pillar Church in Scottsdale with Jennifer Jean Booten. I think I said her name right. Boughton, Booten. I'm not sure. Uh, Mindset Marlin was there. Linda Carota, Tyler Townsend, a couple other sub two students that I didn't really get to connect with because they were going out to lunch. I went with Jennifer and her daughter Brema. She picked me up. I'm staying at Manny Perez's house right now. Great friend, another sub two student I met last year, Powerhouse Mastermind. Uh, I got allergies really bad right now. Uh, so it's I'm staying in Manny's son's room. So here, let me show you this stuff. He's got all these Care Bears here, and uh, it's I'm really grateful to be here. Manny's been really helping me out. He's helping me out with some mindset and some other stuff. He's also does personal coaching. So if you need a good personal coach for your mindset and personal growth, Manny Perez, or look him up. He's nothing minimal on Instagram. Really great guy. I'm super grateful for his assistance. That's what this community is about. That's why I'm here. That's why I moved here. So we're back on schedule, kind of. We're always running late, as you know. And but 12:30 Eastern Standard Time, which is now 9:30 in Arizona time, and I got allergies really bad. So let me do this here. I'm gonna do a little bit of sharing real quick, like I always used to do. You know, got a lot of things going on right now, but that was super exciting to go to church and see other sub two students there. I mean, I couldn't ask for something more than that. So let me do some sharing here real quick. That way, let's see that. I'm not sure if I got my audio right here. Let me fix this. Let me check my audio. There's a big giant TV right in front of me. It's like huge. Manny's got me. I'm sitting in his son's room. It's one of them stand-up desks. I don't really sit at these, but let me go to my settings. I want to check my audio. See if it's in my headset or not. All right, so it's on the microphone. Let me see if I can get these. Bose headset. And man, there's all kinds of different things on here. All right, stereo audio echo cancellation must be off. Yeah, we don't need to do stereo audio. All right, can everybody hear me? Anybody hear me? Just put a like in the thing or put a star in the chat. So, all right, let me do my sharing here. I'll put a like on my own thing. So, really great day yesterday at church. I've still been looking for a place to live out here. Like I said, I've been staying with Manny Perez right now. Yeah, it's this is using up a lot of bandwidth. I can already tell right now because Manny's on his computer right now. He's in a Zoom meeting. Let's do this. So we got community camp, Mikey sub 2 group, multifamily elephant challenge. A couple of my friends I share with, Melissa Bello, Pauline Hurtado. There's one share. Do another one. And got this, da-da. And let's see.
Go send that one. Go back to YouTube. And I'm trying to look at the camera more when I do this. So it's let me go over here, share this here. Yeah, my allergies been really bad. I've been taking some Claritin. Um and but so a lot of great things happening. I'm not sure if I can share to the Facebook's groups like I used to. I don't want to get booted off of not being able to be in the sub two private Facebook group because there's too many people deleted my content before. Um, and so I was like on a 7-day ban from posting in any Facebook group. So I don't want to have that happen again. Um, it's interesting seeing myself on the bigger screen. Like I can, if I expand it, I can see it's like boom. I'm right in my face. I can look up at it. Uh, gotta look at the camera though. Gotta look at the camera. Let me fix that. So right now, what I've been doing is looking for a place to rent. There was another sub two student, Casey Stipich. She's out in Alabama. Her brother had moved out here, and he'd gotten a place, and then they had a family member die, and he's got to go back to Alabama, and they need somebody to arbitrage their apartment that he got. He got a 12-month lease. Um, and I went and looked at another place yesterday with Jennifer. She had found on Roomster. The problem is I'm running out of money, and any of these places, it's like I have to, probably prorate the rest of this month, come up with next month's. I still need a bed. I still need a desk. I still need a chair. I got my extra monitor still in Florida with Brandy Farmer. She's a gator out there. Keegan Yonkin, he has my desk that he's been putting on Facebook Marketplace, but his partner Carter might just buy it. I can't ship that across country. I'd go get a new one at Target, which I'd probably end up doing. So I have a lot of expenses that I'm going to need to wherever I'm living. Um, because I got to continue to be consistent with my podcast. I've been inconsistent for the last couple of weeks since I left Florida. I got here September 7th. It's what I've been here for 11 days and had like 3 days flying across country. So, I've been 2 weeks being inconsistent with the podcast. Just a lot of things going on. I went to the hospital that one day when I was at the Hampton Inn. I was having some chest. I think I might have bronchitis. I hope I didn't get COVID. Brought it into Manny's house. That would have sucked too. But yeah, so we're kind of back on schedule, kind of. We had an amazing meetup Saturday night at WeWork. Even Pace, when I tagged him in it, he. I've never seen Pace do this before with my videos. I only tagged him in the very first one, but then I had 8 more minutes of Mindset Marlin, and Caroline Kane speaking at the meetup Saturday night. That's at WeWork in Tempe. That's Kevin Cho's meetup, and Marlin dropped some really big bombs, as he always does. And one of the coolest things that me and Marlin have in common is we both want to go to outer space. I thought I was the only crazy one, but Marlin wants to go to outer space too, and he knows it, and I know it that we're both going to end up in outer space. I want to go a little bit further. Marlin just wants to go up in outer space and fly around the Earth. Me, my end goal is I want to go to Mars. You know, and like I was telling him, there's two things I'm certain of. I'm going to be speaking to 100,000 people at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas in 10 years. Well, 9 years now, but we're just going to push it for 10. But and I'm going to Mars. Those are the two things I am certain of. But Marlon was talking about about goals and goal setting, and how 90% of the people would not sit down and write their goals Sunday morning. Well, he was right. I didn't. I went to church, went and looked at the apartment, came back here, got distracted. I never got it done. And, you know, that's really important, and time blocking your days. That's what Manny's going over with me again. I learned that with Jesse Stanton in the growth company. If you need a great personal coach, also Jesse Stanton, reach out to him, growth company. I was part of his pilot class with Danny Harrison, Danny Buys Homes, Angel Miller, Carlin Hostet, Chris Trevino, and Freddie Fryer, Dorina Aleska, Miri Cordano, and everybody knows and loves Joel Shipley. That was the first class. But, you know, I did that when I was living in Bradenton with Sonari, the other sub two student that I fell in love with when I was living with her, and our relationship ended badly. Um, you know, how could I not do? She's a beautiful, amazing sub two student. She's Asian. I like Asian girls. um, but her dad's name was Larry. She's 35, and I was her dad's age. So kind of made it awkward when I told her I had feelings for her. But we were doing everything together. We were like going walking on the beach. We were eating carnivore together. Carnivore, just meat, one meal a day. And then we were going to Crunch Fitness in the morning, working out. We'd go to Costco shopping together. How could I not, you know, fall in love with an amazing another sub two student, which I didn't have to convince of the crazy shit that we do as entrepreneurs here and go down this road. So I still care about her as a friend. We haven't talked since I moved out. But I forgot how I went down that road. But time blocking, yeah. So gotta get back to time blocking. I gotta get some structure. Um, I got stability. And with all the things that have been up and down since the last couple of months, going to the deal maker in New Jersey and then going to community camp and having to take a stupid job to get there. And now I'm here in Phoenix. I have not had any stability actually in all these months, really since I left Las Vegas last year and drove across country. Car died in Chicago after meeting Pace for the second time. And then I went to New Philadelphia, Ohio with Josh Keating. Great guy, but we just were two different people, you know. And that brings me to that point where um, living with another person, you have to mesh your personalities. You have to give and take. And I've been looking on, Roomster and Craigslist, looking to go share somebody else's house or apartment with them. Having to curl back who I am and have to worry about disturbing them and have to follow their rules because it's their house, even though I'm renting there. It's their house. Um, it's not like we moved into an apartment. We're making equal rules. Any of those places you rent on Craigslist or Roomster, um, you have to adhere to their rules. Um, so it's been challenging finding different locations around town, getting to because I still don't have a car, so I got to be close to a bus line, the light rail. I want to be able to go to the meetups like tonight. I want to go to a wholesale hotline, be part of the audience. That's the shit I moved out here for, to go to church with other sub two students, to go to these meetups, to collaborate, be part of the community. We're all I'm doing Project Forward, total all in. My partner Tigger, we both have our partners that aren't doing their work. I'm not going to name them, but our battle buddies aren't doing their work. But me and Tigger are, and we got things like me and Tigger's deal in Utah, which is not panning out the numbers. We consulted with Tanisha Spencer, formerly Tanisha Epps, on the midterms. It's really hard to get the numbers to work. We've come back with 3 different offers with the seller, and they've all kind of accepted each one, but then we changed them because of lack of private money. Reached out to Jeremy Davis last night, and I still haven't responded to him yet because I don't really know what to say because I'm still trying to figure out what we need. Because we both don't want to let go of the bone, even though we should. We're like a dog with that bone, and we shouldn't be eating that bone anymore. But it was a good bone, but you just can't hang on to it forever. But I'm gonna still make one more push at it. I'm gonna do another offer. but we're still going to need private money for that. Um, so it's a $1,140,000 property. It's a 3.88% adjustable rate mortgage. It's locked in at that for 6 years, just under 6 years, and then it'll go up a 0.5% every 6 months if it goes up, um, to a cap of 8%, which is what people are paying right now. But it currently is 5 bedrooms, 4 baths, and we need to furnish that. But the 2,000 square, that's 3,600 square feet upstairs, and then there's 2,000 feet downstairs that's unfinished. The only way it works is a midterm or an Airbnb, which it is. You could do both in that property. Um, is by having that basement finished. I don't see any other way. We've been trying to get around that, like we were going to do a leasing option for 9 months, get the upstairs running as a midterm. But again, the numbers don't support it because we still got to pay the PITI, which is 5,200. Then you have utilities, and the cost to furnish it as a midterm. You want to have them think that more amenities, the more you can charge, but it doesn't mean you're going to get that because, like Tanisha was saying last night to Tigger, that most of them people that use those stipends from hospitals, digital nomads working for companies, um, they want to get the lowest best place to have leftover money out of that to bank whatever the stipend is. Say it's the stipend 1,700. They want to pay around 1,000, 1,200 because that's an extra $500 a month in their pocket. Um, so it's challenging. And I know we can make it work, but the only way I see it working is that um, we would do, instead of the 4% interest on a second offer, what he wanted, which would have been 100,000 over the 30-year amortized schedule extra. What I'm going to do is make an offer of, I'm going to give him an extra 111,000 because I like angel numbers. So I'm going to offer him $1,250,000, $251,000 purchase price, and money down to the seller, and 0% interest for 30 years. He's going to end up getting an extra $111,000, which is what he wanted by doing the 4% interest. So we would be doing um, seller financing that equity at 260,000 over 30 years. So what is that? Let me see. Hey Siri, open up calculator. There we go. Let me see. 261. Hold on. 261 times, or divided by 360 payments equals extra 725 a month, which is doable with the PITI that keeps us at 6,000 plus utilities. Um, we can pull that off, but we still got to take care of closing costs, finishing the 2,000 square feet downstairs, which is going to be 70 to 80,000 to 100,000 because it's going to be 4 bedrooms downstairs, 200 square feet each. You're going to have a kitchen, and 1.5 bathrooms. Now, it'll have a nice theater, but we also want to get some other amenities in there. Like we want to do cellar, or get some financing and get a hot tub, a gazebo, and stuff. Stuff that we can put in there, make it really, really the highest amount of amenities that the travel nurses could have. And excuse me, ooh, allergies. So, um, yeah, there's that part there. And one of the things I've been doing is cleaning my emails out today. I got to get down to, instead of all these other emails, I got one email for spam. It's called spamzilla23 at gmail.com. Well, I used to enter stupid contests, just And then I have one for Amazon. I have the Larry.amazon 007 at gmail.com. That's my Amazon email. Then I have my Larry the Lion 316 email. Then I have lion.mars.investments email for my LLC. And then I have my personal email, Larry Parsons. Um, so I got to clean up, get those emails down because I haven't slept. I've been up since 2 a.m. My brain's been running. I watched some content at Pace during the middle of the night. Something he made 2 years ago about how he structures his day, how he goes through his emails. He has a routine when he wakes up between 3 and 3:30 p.m. a.m. And he only has, and Pace even told me that tells everybody he only has one email. You go through that, get it out of your way in the day, get it going. Uh, I'm gonna time block my day. I just need stability, and I don't need to be around other people. So what I'm gonna want to do is that apartment that um, is kind of in a less desirable area of Phoenix, but it is close to the light rail and close to the bus lines. It is centralized, which is going to be important to me right now. Um, it's right by the airport. It's important to me because I'm going to take a solar canvassing job Tuesday. It's going to be $28 an hour, paid training, um, and you do 4 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. Monday through Friday, and then on the weekends you have like 9 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. Saturday and Sunday, which you have to work a minimum of 20 hours a week. So I'm definitely not going to work Sundays because that's my day of rest. I don't work Sundays. I'm going to go to church in Scottsdale with the other sub two students. Jennifer's probably going to pick me up. We're already planning to do it next week again, or I can get other rides from like Kevin Cho or Marlon or whoever else is going. Um, and that's going to be really important for me to go to church every week, which I've been missing since it's always been a struggle since I left Las Vegas and left my church out there, which is another reason why I moved out here. So when I do get a car, I want to be able to drive to my church in Las Vegas maybe once or twice a month on Sunday morning, go out there, see my friends at church there, see my pastor Judd there. It's an amazing. It's called Central. It's in Henderson in Las Vegas, Central Christian. It's where it's okay to be not okay. That's why I started going there in the first place. Um, and then go have dinner on the strip. Maybe go see a show or something. Maybe see uh, uh, the Golden Knights game or a Raiders game, or they got baseball coming out. We got the Oakland A's coming there. Um, just a whole bunch of shit to do in Vegas. That's why I'm happy, really happy to be back here in the West. Got the mountains, got the sunsets, I got the dry heat. Um, and I'm here in the heart of the sub two community. Like I said, I want to go to Wholesale Hotline tonight. We're really excited to do these things now, be part of being out here. And excuse me, sorry, these allergies. I accidentally bought a children's Claritin. You see that? Wait, there it is. But it just says take more of it. But the allergies are kicking my ass right now. As I can hear a little scratchy voice. Let me get some more coffee here. But yeah, getting back on my one meal a day. I gained a lot of weight since I left Bradenton when I was working out with Sonari every day. I was down to 273. Remember I tell you the good, the bad, and the ugly. I'm up to over like 303 pounds. I just weighed myself yesterday after traveling across country, eating garbage and stuff all the last few weeks, fast food and stuff. We got to get back on track. We got to get laser focused on our goals. I need schedules, time block days, stability, and that's the power of going to these meetups. Getting some really good advice from Marlon Sunday or Saturday night. You know, connecting with other people out here doing deals. I mean, this was it's so far it's been everything and more that was hoping would be moving out here. Um, really, really excited. Every day is an excitement for me to be alive and to um, be a different person than I was 19 months ago. I mean, I look at myself on camera, I can see my face is fatter. um, but it's okay. That's why we came out here to get back on track, be stabilized. I still haven't done my interviews for Project Forward. You think I would with having this podcast and stuff. Um, but like we said, our battle buddies aren't being their battle buddies right now, and so I'm moving forward, Project Forward, with or without my battle buddy. I'm all in on that. Optimizing my social media and being all the stuff that Pace is going to teach us in the next 20 Zooms. And the Zoom was unfortunately canceled yesterday because Pace was feeling sick. He caught COVID traveling across country. Hope I didn't get COVID. That would suck. But no, it's just mostly allergies. It really is. Um, but so what else was I going to talk about? Oh, just this town is really great. I love the way it's kind of set up. I'd never been to Phoenix. It's my first time here. I'd been to Sedona. I'd been to Flagstaff. I drove, been to the Grand Canyon. Drove past up on 40 a few times, but I never made it down here. I also lived in Tucson like 24 years ago. But I never been here in Phoenix, so there's a lot of great stuff here. There's a really growing population. One of the best things is that Manny took me over to American Discount Foods. Oh my God, that place is so ridiculous. If any of you saw my Facebook and Instagram story the other day, such amazing deals on food, which is great for me. When I need to save money right now and spend, least expensive amount, which is why I'm probably going to end up moving into that apartment that is going to help another sub two student's family out by me doing that. That's being a go giver. Um, when I showed Manny the address, he's like, "Man, there's that's the kind of rough area. There's hookers and stuff over there." I'm like, "Oh shit, I don't want to live there." But I've grown in 19 months. I have the resistance to resist all that shit that I left behind in Las Vegas. I did it in St. Petersburg. They were selling dope at the end of the street down there. It was an up and coming neighborhood, but there was still drug activity and some gang activity in that area. But I survived that. Why can't I go here and survive it too? Um, and it's just I don't want to have to share another apartment with somebody. I want to be able to be loud and talk as loud as I want on my podcast. Like right now, even though Manny's isn't going to get mad, he's in the other room on his Zoom stuff. I still feel like I gotta kind of be timid, not timid, but I can't release the roar of the lion. Um, I want to be able to stand up and do my podcast, have my green screen, and I want to be able to be loud if I want to, and not have to worry about any other roommates and stuff. So I think it'd be best that I'm gonna be able to help out another sub two student because give back a little bit because I've been getting so much from this community. I haven't got all the deals I want. I had deals fall through, and I still have a ton of people to pay it back or pay it forward to. And another thing that I'm here. One of the reasons I came here was I didn't want to miss the Disney meetup. Probably am going to. Um, there's still a small chance I might go to the Disney meetup, but um, the deal maker here is called Creative Con now is in November. Um, that's why I wanted to move out here too because I didn't want to have to miss that because I love Donna Gray and I love Abraham so much for uh, being part of their family in a sense because uh, while Abraham's running around being busy doing stuff with Carl and Chris Moore and Carl Allen, Chris Moore and Pace, and they're up there speaking. Me and Donna are taking care of the VIPs and all the other people that check in, and and I get to spend time with her and her kids. So it's Tia and shoot, I can't remember the boys' names right now. Trey and I can't remember the third one, but I that means a lot to me to be able to do that. And I was afraid I would miss it because I barely got to the first deal maker or the second deal maker in New Jersey. The first one was in Tampa when I came down there from Ohio, and then I had the to go to community camp right after that. Now people say you didn't have to go. I had to go. I wasn't going to miss that for my life. And I said, if I end up homeless, which I basically did because I quit that job when I got back, and I didn't. I would have had to move out anyways in the end of the 20th, but and so I wasn't gonna miss that. And the relationships I built there, there's still many of them that are coming. Doing people that want to JV with me, and I want to JV with them. There's people that I learned from there, and just the value is unprecedented by going to that. And there'll never be another first community camp. Okay, 31 minutes 11 seconds. Angel numbers 111. I see them all the time. I do everything by angel numbers. My first deal came by clicking on a prop wire on an angel number. Um, but yeah, so me and Tigger are still working on this deal in Utah. We've changed the offer 3 times, and it's been a little back and forth. I I, I think the best thing is going to be this offer, and it's going to be a take it or leave it for him because none of the other things are working out. But the numbers would work with this because instead of paying 50,000 cash to the seller down payment, we use that cash to furnish and start the reno or build out on the basement downstairs. Um, So I am still looking for a private money partner. I don't know if the current one we have. We're not trying to put. Tigger asked me not to share his name because we don't want people to get calling him. Hey, I heard you're a private money partner, private money lender. So he is another sub two student in Chicago, but I'm gonna probably there's a few other people I can reach out to. My go-to, she doesn't do it anymore. Julie Burkhart, she's not doing any more private money. Um, Angela Wayne, it's probably not her market in Utah. Um, I know what her buy box is, what she's looking for. She's looking for portfolios of 100 or more single family homes in Florida and a couple other places. Um, so if you know a private money lender that wants to be a private money partner on equity on a $1,250,000 property, um, hit me up, send me a DM. Me and Tig are willing to give up, 33% equity, be a partner in the deal, get cash flow. Um, I still gotta, ask Jeremy Davis for some advice on contractors and stuff. He messaged me back last night when I reached out to him because he had originally offered. And he said, "Hey, if you need any help with it," so take advantage of that. When people say they're gonna help you or you need some 33 minutes and 33 seconds. See, every time see them numbers. Take advantage of those. Don't neglect when people offer to help you and stuff. Sometimes you gotta humble yourself and do the things you don't want to get the things you want. Sometimes you don't have to be like me, but you have to talk about the bad times with the good times. Because not everybody's real on Facebook and Instagram. I mean, they are real, but they're not showing you. They're just showing you the good stuff most of the time. 90% of what you see on Facebook and Instagram is just the good stuff. You don't get to see all the bad stuff. Not everybody is open and as vulnerable as I am. And I'm not saying I'm the only one. There's a lot of people out there that do the same thing. But it's been part of my accountability. It's been part of my journey. This podcast, just it's been something that I could look forward to. Look, 10:10 a.m. Angel numbers again. Every time I look up, I see them. Um, those are important things. Oh, I forgot to put the link in there today. There's a link you have to do for StreamYard to get your name. What is it? Yeah, yeah. Linda Carota. She just commented. I commented on her post on Instagram. She dropped her phone in the ice bath tank. See, that's stuff I want to do. I want to take a freezing cold shower in the morning. I don't want to have to worry about disturbing my other roommate or something. If I want to sit in the shower and scream by myself for 5 minutes while the cold water is running on me, yeah, I want to get one of them ice buckets one day. I want a cryo chamber like Abraham has. Abraham's got some. He's got the baller shit there. Abraham does. He goes into cryotherapy in his house. Um, yeah. So I think it's gonna be great, even though it's a rough area. But it's sometimes God puts you in those situations. He's not testing you, but he's showing you, in my mind, how strong I am now, how I've overcome what I have in 19 months. Sorry, hold on. He's showing me that I have the ability to resist those things. I can be in those situations. I've grown enough to be in those areas, and not that I'm going to be hanging out and hey, what's up, doing all that shit. But I don't have to do that. I go in, I do my thing, and like I said, I need a central location because I'm not sure where they'll be sending me on those canvassing appointments. So the light rail is right there. It goes like all the way across from Phoenix to the Mesa, out to I think Goodyear out there or something. Come here, Ponix. Come on, buddy. Come on, jump up, Ponix. Come here. Yeah, that's Manny's dog. I was gonna show you Ponix. He looks like Petey from the Little Rascals. A lot of you younger ones don't have no idea who Petey is or the Little Rascals. But I was gonna. He's got a black spot in his eye. It was actually his name. Manny. It was a rescue dog, um, and they changed his name to Ponix. So he's a really cool dog. I've been having a lot of fun with him. I haven't been staying here with Manny right now. Like I said, Manny Perez, awesome sub two student. Really grateful for him reaching out to offer to let me stay here. I didn't even ask anyway. I wasn't gonna ask anyway because like Ron Northcutt, in North Carolina, another sub two student that he just reached out to me and said, "Hey, let me get you a hotel to stay at." Now that I was got here and wasn't I was gonna try and figure out where to go on my own, do all this shit on my own. But that's why I'm here to be part of the community. This is the power of this community. There's so many people that will help you with your deals, help you with your learning, answer your questions. You have a friend to be there. I gotta drink some of this. My nose is like allergies. Didn't count on the allergy part when I got here, but it's just another thing to adapt to. I'll adapt. It's just I haven't been out in West since last November. It's been almost a year. Hold on. That's why I put the headset on today. So, because if I didn't, you would hear every time I sniffled and uh, and coughed and stuff. So I can mute myself. Um, but Manny's also he's gonna get me on a good workout program. Um, I'm really happy that Manny. Really grateful that he was here to be my friend and help me out. He's got a really good story too. He's a single father. You have no idea a lot of everybody always says about single mothers how tough they have it and stuff. Let me tell you, man, he's a single father. He's got it tough. Not tough, but because he's a tough guy. But you know, he takes care of his son. His son, he does everything. He's dropping him off at school at 6, picking him up after 4, and um, it's not always single mothers that got it tough. Single fathers got it tough too. They got a lot of expectations, and he was telling me last night. And when he was a child, he'd be laying on the couch, holding his son at night, and just it, I. you never really think about the single fathers that are out there, and there's a lot of them out there. They need some kudos too. Not just single moms got it tough, but single fathers got it tough too. So really props to him being an amazing father. His Manlito doesn't have any rules. He was telling me last night, but he has standards. He knows that if he doesn't pick his toys up and put them away, that Ponix is going to eat them, so he's going to lose the toy. But and they have a really cool relationship. And Manlito, he likes pepperoni and pizza. He loves pepperoni. He's a really great kid. And even when and that goes back to uh like Tigger knows, I'm a star seed too. You can whatever you want to think about, you take it for what it's worth, but I know I am. I've always had small children and small animals all love me. The adults I have trouble with, but man, he said when he picked me up, came to and we went and picked his son up from school that day, that his son is a good judge of character. Um, if his son senses anything sketchy about a person, he'll hide behind his dad. He never hid behind him, and I watched him right after we went to a I was getting a burrito and he was getting a corn dog for Manlito next door. Even these beautiful, nice ladies, he was like he hid around, he hid behind his dad, but not me. He was like he walked right up. He knew that I was a good guy, and that was kind of cool. He was like, wow. He's like, Manlito knows who who to he's got a sense, and just like his dog too. His dog took right to me. I've always had that. That's why if you click in those links on the description here, therescuefund.org. Like I said, I told Pace I would always promote this. Um, gotta stop that child trafficking. Please donate to that. You can do $5. Everything helps to stop it. If you haven't saw the Sound of Freedom, um, please go see it. You know, don't hide your head in the sand and think it's not happening. Hey, Ken Wilson. Good afternoon. How you doing, buddy? Or good morning. What time is it in Alaska? Hey Siri, what time is it in Alaska? Anchorage? Night. Yeah. So I'm still getting used to the time zone. So now I'm only 1 hour in front of Alaska, but when I was on the East Coast, there was 4 hours difference, 6 hours to Hawaii difference. Um, so it's still 7:19 in Hawaii. Yeah, it's 9 a.m. there. Um, but yeah, please, therescuefund.org. Please go click on that, donate, keep talking about it, keep it out there in the public's view. Those elites like Epstein, you know, Bill Clinton and Bill Gates and all them people that were on Epstein's plane. Yeah, that they weren't just taking multiple trips to Epstein's island to hang out and barbecue. They were doing some shady shit. Um, and there's just go see the movie The Sound of Freedom and donate. You know, even if you don't want to watch the movie, just donate. Help. You're rescuing children, children that Biden are letting into the country too. There's children that show up on the border with a note stapled to their shirt or tied to their arm with a phone number, and the border control calls that phone number and says, "Hey, yeah, we'll come pick that." They just release the child to them, or they send them to Orlando or New York City. Here's a bus passing plane. Some that this person on this number is gonna greet you at the airport and pick you up. Can you imagine that? See how horrible that shit is? I mean, just yeah. I promised Pace I would always keep this out in the public view on my podcast. Not everybody else has to do it, but that's a choice I made. Um, so it's been a minute since I was on my time schedule. Um, wasn't really. I almost didn't do it, but I was like, wait. It's 9:30. I got to do it. See, it's like I was on a clock where I knew it was like 12:30, but I'm still always a couple of minutes late. We're gonna fix that eventually here. We're gonna get that fixed. But yeah, it was such a cool meetup. The last two times I went, when I got here the Saturday before, Christiane Perez, another sub two student, picked me up at the Hampton. We went and Kevin chose to meet up last week. And then she saw that I went to church at Pillar yesterday, so she's like, I want to go next week. That's what's really cool is I'm building friends with people. I mean, we're on friends on Instagram and Facebook, but people that I've never seen before, and just like Jennifer and Christiane, Marlon, Tyler. I mean, it was really cool to see Tyler because I met him at the first deal maker. I hadn't seen him since then. Tyler Townsley, Bash Brothers, and I met Marlon for the first time at the first deal maker in Tampa, and it was cool to connect with him. Then when I found out he wanted to go to outer space, I came and told him about my dreams and my vision of going to Mars. So it was cool to connect him with that. And Marlon, and I assume that everybody's heard my story a lot of times. He didn't know my story. Um, and when I talked to Casey today, Stipich, who has her brothers has the apartment, she hadn't heard my story. And when I do my Calendly calls, that's why I love having that 3-minute video. It saves me a lot of time and that awkwardness that I feel when I try and tell people my story. Uh, you know, where I came from, how I got here, how, 1-minute Facebook ad from Pace Morby saved my life. I promise I wouldn't cry anymore. I still get a little choked up and a little emotional, but it, it's and especially at meetups too. When they ask me about my experience, I can't hold back because I've been telling everybody about it since I joined Sub Two because I didn't want to get Donald Trumped with a Stormy Daniels like, oh hey, you didn't tell us about all this. Um, I got ahead of the game. I'm trying to avoid any hey, I've been honest and open and integrity, the good, the bad, and the ugly, like I always say. So at these meetups, I'm thinking maybe I'll just bring an iPad or something. Here, watch this for 3 minutes. Um, but it makes it awkward to. I always have to kind of tell that story and relive it. But that's why I like Project Forward. I have that clone that, like Pace said, you're making clones of yourself that people can watch my clone tell my story instead of having that awkward pause in our conversation on a 15-minute Calendly call. And then, because I always talk too much anyways, I'm like, a 30-second thing turns into 5 minutes for me sometimes. I mean, look, right now, it's been 54 minutes and I'm still blabbing. That's, uh, shit. I came in on Stormy Daniels. Yeah. What's up, Anthony? How you doing, brother? Yeah, so yeah, it's the clone making you dollars. Yeah, one day it will be, hopefully. Uh, it just and that's part of why I came out here, be closer to the source. To be part of the heart of this. This is the heart of Sub Two. It's if you think about it, it is. There might be more people in the OC Orange County Sub Two group, or they got a pretty massive one in Detroit, or the New England Sub Two, or Houston Sub Two, or Dallas. Um, but this is the heart of the community. So this is where the heart of Sub Two is, our community. Sub Two, Gator. This is the heart of it, and I'm here. Um, we are all clones of Pace. When he first brought this up at the deal maker in Tampa, when it was my question, it was my idea before. I love her to death, Effie, but she took with my idea and ran with it, and she got what the Effie. She was one of the first clones out there. But Pace he was telling about how he's making clones, like all of his YouTube and videos were clones. He had originally started talking about that idea before you ever heard of Project Ford. This was in February in Tampa at the Deal Maker. And I raised my hand up. And mind you, at that time when I raised my arm up, um, I had only met Pace twice. I'd been in sub two for a few months. Maybe you saw me in wholesale hotline and stuff. Um, am I coming to Utah? Yeah. If we get the deal, me and Tigger have to come out there. But hold on, let me finish my story. Uh, but I raised my hand up in Pace. He was like, I'll get to your question next, Larry." I was like so blown away that he knew me. But I should have known, remembered it because he told me that in Springfield, Illinois, that he's got a photographic memory when we were talking there. Um, and he remembered me for the first 5 minutes in the Gator class of last year, May 1st. I was 5 minutes into the Zoom and I sent him a DM. Don't do that. Don't ever send Pace a DM in a Zoom. He will karate chop you. He karate chopped me. And he was like, "I should throw you out of here right now. Yeah, you wrecked my train of thought. I got 1,700 people in here that aren't my students. None of you are my students. We are all new Gators. And it was free." And he goes, "You're going to wreck my train of thought." But he didn't kick me out. But when in Springfield, he did tell me that he loved it that I did that. He goes, "I hated to do it to you, but I loved it at the same time because you were the example. You made a mistake and you learned, but it also set the tone for the rest of the class." Nobody ever sent him another DM in that initial first Gator class that I was part of. Um, Yes, Sub 2 Church. It's Pillar out here in Scottsdale. Scottsdale is beautiful. Man, that place is so cool. I'm really looking forward to exploring Scottsdale and these other parts of the city, and going hiking up on Camelback Mountain, stuff like that. There's just being close to the Grand Canyon, being close to Sedona, Tucson. Just like I see Kevin Cho driving to San Diego. All that stuff that I was close to in Vegas that I never did because I was on the streets of Vegas instead of enjoying all the stuff around me, all the national parks that are. I used to go to Red Rock National Park in Vegas, but I drive through there for hours smoking crack. I didn't really enjoy it like it was supposed to be enjoyed. Um, the sunsets. Did a lot of stupid shit. Um, but now I'm not stupid anymore. I am. I'm always gonna be stupid. Not stupid, stupid. But yeah, what the effie. So when I raised my hand up and Pace said that, and he finally called my answer, I said, "Hey Pace," because he was talking about building YouTube channels. I said, um, I told him I had been doing my YouTube, and I said, I want to uh, interview other sub two students, and that's when Pace said, he said, "You know what?" He said, "I will come on one of my sub two students' podcast once they've had 50 episodes." And I'm already like on like 300 or something right now. Um, because I started December 22nd. I'm not even sure what number I'm at. I'm like close to 300 or around 300 of these. But it's not been a consistent. It's not been one show. I mean, it has, but it hasn't been doing interviews really. That's why I'm starting the Lions Den, and it's one of the things I'm behind on. Even with Project Forward, the Lions Den is just going to be interviewing not just sub two students, but Gators, deal maker people, people from Astro Flipping, from Jerry Norton's Flipping Mastery, and my favorite, my second favorite mentor. Well, I don't know. I can't pick between Pace. Well, I got a Pace is number one, but it's a tie between Abraham and Vina. I can interview people from Mastering Multifamily, like Catherine Orlana. She's a college student. Her brother Pedro and her mom Miriam are all part of Mastering Multifamily. I think my interview with her is going to be December 14th on her podcast. And it's really cool that a young, brilliant college student, part of the Mastering Multifamily She wants to interview me. I was really overwhelmed with joy and gratitude from that. That promised I wouldn't cry. That that made me feel really grateful. It She finds me interesting enough to do that. Um, and yeah, it was a great example of what not to do in many ways. I'm a great example of what not to do, but I'm hoping to be an example of what to do too. Um, there's a lot of things of what to do and what not to do. It can go both ways. You can be great examples and learning. Help people learn from my mistakes. That's kind of why I do this. Not kind of, it is. And I just got to start making more of my clones. That's why I really just think, you know, I'm thinking like I have those limited mindset of abundance, like, oh, I should just move into this place. The guy yesterday, it was like $700, but I still was gonna have to pay a prorated amount to get in there. And then he wasn't sure if his brother was gonna leave the bed there. And then he didn't have any room in the fridge. I'm like, wow, where am I gonna put the food that I just bought here with Manny? I got like 5 pounds of Johnsonville brat. Oh my god, 5 pounds of Johnsonville brats. 'Cause I'm gonna be going back on my carnivore at this American Discount Foods here in Mesa. 6.99. That's ridiculous. Like there were so many freaking deals there. Like Manny told me he bought these protein powders there. They're usually like 100 bucks for these things. You got it for 20 bucks. I bought my favorite. I've never seen that Starbucks Cafe Verona anywhere except at Starbucks. Never seen bags of it anywhere. They had bags of it, like 18-ounce bags for $6.49. I mean, that's if you buy an 18-ounce bag of Starbucks in the store, it's 20 bucks. I bought three of them. I got $60 worth of coffee for 18 bucks, 19 bucks. Um, and there was a Angelo's. If you go look in your frozen section at whatever supermarket you shop at, look for Angelo's lasagna. It was $13 at Walmart. It's probably like $15 at Publix or in Florida or other places. It was $6. Such amazing deal. I will never go shopping anywhere else for food as long as I'm here in Phoenix. I might, once in a while, but for bulk item for what I eat for my one meal a day and just generally eating, I'm just gonna go there and shop. Why? I mean, it's discounted. Of course, it's overstocked from a lot of the chains out here. Stuff that had to be frozen because it's gonna expire, but it's still good food. It's still food. I mean, I'm not worried about like being the best stuff, right then when I eat it. It's an amazing value. I mean, like just by Manny taking me in his house and then taking me in the shop, that brought me so much value on saving so much money in the future, and especially right now. I watched Sam sing last night. His story is crazy. He said being vulnerable is the most important part. It is. Um, yeah, Sam's a great guy. Um, Even though he kicked me off of Arch because was doing a deal with Kevin Cho on a lead that I found, but I submitted it to Arch. And I was the very first one in Arch to get a deal. I don't, whatever, Sam. I saw him at community camp, and he didn't say nothing about it. He didn't even invite me to his mastermind at community camp, or he never gave me the address, and I didn't care. I didn't need to go to it. I still, I'll still do a deal with Sam though. But whatever. Sam. He's always gonna be Sam Singh. He's always he's got amazing value. He can teach you a lot, but he's always gonna be Sam first, in my opinion. Um, that's just me. And you can tell him I said that because I'll say it to him in the face. I don't, you know, Sam is about being Sam and promoting what Sam wants, and um, he does give back value. I wouldn't have got my first deal without Sam and Cody. So thank you. I'm grateful for that. But you shouldn't have kicked me off Arch. I was your baller. I was the one. calling Hawaii at 1 in the morning just because I wanted to work with the competition, Kevin Cho, which I want to do deals with every sub 2 student. I want to be like Pace one day. I want to do a deal with all of you guys. Let's all make money together. Don't Shouldn't hate on me for doing it. It wasn't like it was one of his leads that he provided. It was one that I sourced myself. Just like the first deal I got was not a arch lead. It was one that after I'd called all my leads that were provided, I went on PropWire and looked for low equity, and it was the very first one I found using Jerry Norton's PropWire. So I do use PropStream, but I got my first deal off of PropWire, the very first one I clicked because of an angel number. I do everything by angel numbers. If you know me, you know that by now. Like just now, it was 1 minute and 000 seconds, or 1 hour, and there was 111, 1 second. Everything angel numbers. But yeah, I still love Sam. Definitely Cody. I love Cody a lot more than Sam. uh, but 200K in the first month. Yeah, whatever. 200K and what? Yeah. So, but you can get 200K in one deal too. So don't let that throw you off. Like Caroline Kane just on the Daily Dial this morning, the East Coast one. She just got a property under contract for what was it, 210 or something. It has an ARV of conservative ARV of 450. Should probably be more like 475. So that's 250,000 on one deal. Right? So don't let the 3 months 200K throw you off. So, um, but it's still an amazing number. Don't get me wrong. But you might get 2,000 on a deal. Like my first deal, I had to split it with Sam and Cody 3 ways, and we had to pay Pagillionaire, who's an amazing transactional coordinator, because we're an FHA, and we had to self-perform on that. And I learned a lot. I learned a lot, but I still got tons of learning to do, tons and tons and tons. This is going to be a lifelong learning journey, and that's what I'm really embracing most, is that this is all about learning and growing. It's always constantly learning, growing, adapting, failing forward, taking action, making mistakes, being vulnerable. All these things come into your journey. And this is also why I do this. You get to see the challenges in this journey, especially my if I'm not saying I'm unique. Wait, why is this oh shit, my screen might shut off. Let me do this. Uh-oh. How do I stop this thing? Hey, hold on. Let me just. Oh, I shut it off. It's got to come back on. It was like a sleep timer on it or something. So it's going to shut off in 45 seconds. I hope you guys can still hear me. See, I'm still having problems with screens going black on me and stuff. Let me do this again. All right, I can't see anything. Come back on. All right, I don't even know if I'm still on. Where is it? Let me switch the channel. All right, there we go. Now it's back on. Hopefully, there we are. Oh yeah, see, it did go black. The screen went. Hold on, let me go back on here. Get the stream back up. What happened to my camera? Oh, start cam. There it goes. See, I'm still having challenges. We're gonna get past all the other pauses in my connections and stuff. Told the story last night, but being completely broke, being at Ed Milet's house down the street from Michael Jordan's house with pro athletes, movie stars, being vulnerable is the most important when in rooms with millionaires. Someone asked in the Q&A. Yeah. I can one up Sam. I've met Michael Jordan, talked with Michael Jordan a couple times. So yeah, and I met Ed Milet before he did. I met Ed Milet last year at Clever Summit, and Robert Kiyosaki, and Pace, and Jamil, and Bina Jetty, and Ryan Pineda. So ha, I can I'll always one up one up everybody. I can one up just about anybody sometimes. Um, so I got my own story. I was in, that's how I met Vina. That's how the very first time I met Vina last year at Clever Summit. Um, so Cody Sperber's wife. Oh yeah, Cody Sperber, Cole Hatter were there. Marta Hatter, Cole Hatter's mom, was the one who offered to let me volunteer at the Clever Summit. Great friend. Still talk to Marta. And it's Cody Sperber and Cole's Clever Summit, Cole Hatter's Clever Summit. Um, and Cody's son, he was like running the show for his dad. He was like, "This is my show." Kid like 12 years old. You know, I love seeing these young kids that are in these families, like Meg Frias' daughter, Pedro Orlana, Catherine Orlana, Victor and Karen Lanza's daughter. Growing up and learning what we're learning right now as kids. They're like 12 years old. These kids are gonna like Alexis Morgan. What? 19 years old. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Wish can't go back in time, but wow. Um, and I'm not sure about that, uh, Anthony, but so Vina. So I'm backstage. Cole, Cole, Miss, I can't remember, her doctor. I can't remember her name right now, but she's Dr. Sperber. She put me back there because she knew I was doing one meal a day at the time, and I told her about my journey. She was really impressed. She's like, "Great, here's what I'm going to do for you." Because I told her, I said, I'm kind of broke right now because they had like little snacks in the back for like the people that were not for the volunteers, but for people that were part of the staff for Clever Summit. And she was like, "Here, I'm gonna let you um, keep people out of the VIP. You're the biggest guy, the biggest volunteer, so you keep people out of the VIP. Don't let anybody in there to disturb them. And after they're done eating, you can eat your one meal a day. How's that sound?" I was like, "Awesome, yes." So I'm standing there, and it's Saturday afternoon, and I had no idea who Bean and Jetty was at the time. I didn't had no idea who most of them were really at the time. All I knew was Pace was there, and I wanted to be close to him. I didn't even know who Jamil was at the time. Um, so, but I was learning every day. But I knew who Robert Kiyosaki was, and I'd never heard of Ed Milet before that time. And me and Ryan Pineda were hanging out for like 5 or 6 hours one day. Um, we were just as the speakers were going through. I was just because he was from Vegas and I'm from Vegas. We're like we're just hanging out. I should have picked his brain a lot more because I really didn't know who he was as I'm hanging out with him. I didn't know I didn't even realize that he was a speaker until he went up and spoke on Sunday. I'm like, whoa, dude, I was hanging out right. He had this killer haircut. But anyways, um, he so I'm standing back there, standing by the food by the door, and Vina walks up. I had no idea who she was because she was with her daughter over where they had, there was a couple other VIPs had kids there, and I thought maybe she was just a wife of one of the VIPs, or I didn't, I probably shouldn't have hit her on her then, but I did. Oh my god, I didn't hit on her, but I complimented her. So anyway, she walks up and she's like, "Have you tried this?" And I was like, "Nope." I'm just standing there like this, and she's like, "Have you tried this?" Nope. She goes, "What about this? Is it any good?" And I was like, "I have no idea." And she's like, "Have you eaten anything?" I was like, "No." She's like, "Why not?" I said, "Well, I said I have to wait until all the VIPs are done eating. Then Dr. Shannon Sperber said that I could help myself to eat after everybody was gone." She was like, "Oh, okay, that makes sense." And I said, "By the way, you have gorgeous eyes." Uh, I said that to Vina, and she just smiled, and she was like, thank you. Oh, I appreciate that." And, fast forward to November 7th last year when I joined Sub 2. It was the Elephant Challenge for the multifamily, and I was on Julie Burkhart's team and a bunch of other Sub 2 students like Paula Stegman, Olga Patsiva, now Kamenev, so many other, Kim Mattis, jeez, there's so many people I can't remember all of them. Um, and I was one of the very most active one in Venus mentorship, the Mastering Multifamily. I was the very first one picked for her very first private Zoom with just 10 people. And then there was another Zoom that she was teaching napkin underwriting to 100 or 99 other sub 2 students because her Zooms cap out at 100. And after she finished it, she was like, "Does anybody have any questions? Does everybody understand this?" And she was like, pause, and for like 10, it seemed like forever, 10, probably 10, 15 seconds. She's like, nobody has any questions. You all, if I pick on you right now, you're going to be able to napkin underwrite. Nobody said nothing. Then I put my hand up, I hit my hand on the Zoom, and I'm like, she's like, "Larry, do you have a question?" I said, "Yeah." I said, I was terrified. I was like, "Oh my God." I said, "I don't understand it at all. I have no idea what you were just teaching us for 30 minutes." She proceeded to teach me for another 20 minutes. Just me, you know, kept on going over it. Very patient, very kindly teaching me how to napkin underwrite a multifamily, which is pretty simple, but, wasn't simple to me. But if I didn't raise my hand, didn't ask, I would have never known. But then when she was finished, she's like, "I'm proud of you, Larry." She said, "You had the courage to, raise your hand." See, I get emotional still. Um, she goes, "And all the rest of you, I know all of you didn't understand it, but Larry had the courage to do it first." So, and then like 15 other people are like, "Oh, I didn't get it either. I didn't get it either." But you know, me and Vina started building a relationship like that. And then when I went to Miami, when Pace was doing his book signing in May, um, she was there. Pace photobombed me and her when we were taking a picture. That was really cool. Um, and I told her I brought up Clever Summit. I said, "Do you remember me at Clever Summit?" She's like, Then I told her about it, and she's like, "Oh yes." She goes, and I go, "You remember when I told you had gorgeous eyes?" She's like, "Yeah, now I do." And she was like, thank you," and so all that built up to a relationship of being one of the most active contributors in mastering multifamily, of getting me picked to go to community camp. So sometimes you just got to take action, be vulnerable, do stupid things sometimes, like hit on one of your mentors. I didn't hit on. I don't mean, like like obviously, there was no possible thing. Um, yeah, if somebody wants to give me a ride to Utah, I'll go. Um, it's Sunday. Give it do a drive up. Somebody wants to drive to Utah. I was thinking about using my JetBlue airline credit to fly there. Um, but then I get somebody to pick me up from the airport and stuff like that. Um, I could check it out, see. But I was kind of gonna save it for Disney though, if I still want to go out to Disney. But that might be a even more expensive trip because then I got to go to the airport. Probably have to catch a couple different flights, because JetBlue likes to give you the cheap stuff. Um, like they sent me to Boston before coming to Phoenix from Florida. Instead of just flying west, I went northeast and then southwest. Um, but then when I get to a Disney, I still gotta pay for Disney entrance for the 18th, and I gotta eat at Disney. That's super expensive, like $12 cokes and stuff, and you know $15 hamburgers, $20 hamburgers. Disney prices. And then I gotta buy souvenirs because I gotta get one of them Disney Sub 2 hats. I think I got a picture of him somewhere. I could show that to you. But then I have to get Uber and stuff, and or have somebody in Florida to pick me up, take me to Orlando, or I fly into Orlando, not Tampa. But yeah, so 14 miles to the arena. Um, so I'm not sure. But let me who is this? I didn't even hear my phone ring. Oh, that's Jennifer from church, or sub two. But hold on, I gotta give me like I'm gonna go to the bathroom and get some more coffee. I'll be back in a minute. Wait, let me edit this. We'll do a 4 minutes. It'll be 10:55. Arizona time. All right, save, scroll. All right, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, get some coffee. Be right back. Okay. Yeah. Let me make the I'll finish up my podcast. So thanks for staying, whoever stayed. Here we go. Airport Maverick Arena is 14 miles. Yeah, so I'm gonna check into that today. See how much the flight is. Yeah. When is it? Sunday or Saturday? Is it Saturday? I think I gotta call JetBlue and get my other credit. So I got $170 credit because they wrecked the luggage that I got from the other JetBlue employee in Tampa. It was a brand new piece of luggage that she gave me. They broke the handle on it. Um, and uh, you still there, Anthony? I can't tell. I got 0 viewers. So, um, yeah, I'm gonna look into that. Maybe we could ride from the airport over to the Maverick Arena. You know, since Pace is paying for it, I might as well go. Right? That'd be really cool. Another great story of mine. I have a lot of great stories. I think I do. So, um, yeah. So today we're gonna go. Me and Manny are gonna go look at the apartment that the other sub two student. Check the area, see what's around there. Kind of get a game plan. But I'm pretty sure I'm gonna move into that apartment versus renting from another person off of Craigslist or Roomster. Um, because I don't want Bing as my main thing. Looking on my other screen here. Uh, yeah. So we'll do that. We'll check the JetBlue. I'm gonna see if we can get this apartment today. It's gonna be helping out another sub two student. Their nephew had died. He has to go back to Alabama to help his sister. Um, he just got this apartment out there, and um, yeah. So I think here. Hold on. Let me check this real quick while I'm on here. Let me just pull up. What time is the thing? So we got to be at 10:50, or I guess we'd have to be there Saturday morning. So let me go to JetBlue real fast. Hold on. Yeah, I guess you couldn't know unless you watched it. Thank you for watching. I appreciate that. Making me a big smile right now. Um, let's see. JetBlue flights from Phoenix to Salt Lake City. Let's see how much these are. That'd be really cool if I get a round trip with that $170 credit. Go to from Phoenix. Ta-da. Let's do a round trip. Wouldn't that be a cool story? Going to Tony Robbins, Pace paying for it. All because I moved out here to Phoenix, got a free luggage and then flights, $170 credit. Plus, I have another credit from the very first flight when we had no internet. Yeah, I know I'm always busy. I'm sorry. I apologize for being so busy. Did someone say cookies? Accept all cookies. That's what it says here on the JetBlue site. Um, let's see, Terminal 3 concourse, 90 minutes before. So let's find out where we're going to go. Book. Let's book a flight. JetBlue. See. Let me put my TrueBlue login. Oops, sorry. Still got these allergies. So let's see. TrueBlue. Sign in. I guess I could have done this on my phone. Probably been easier to sign in than doing it on the computer. Ta-da. Yeah, it's Manny's out there on his computer and Zoom. I got Zoom phone here. Let's see, email lion.marge.investments. Oops, not two eyes, one eye. Okay. Show pass. Oops. Okay. Probably shouldn't. Gotta do lowercase. Sign in. True Blue. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it. Why not? So, because if I move in there, I'll have a place to live. Won't have to worry about that. Will be starting that solar job Wednesday. I'll work Wednesday, Thursday. I'll just say I got to. Okay, here we go. Phoenix before we go. Manage trips. I'm logged in. Book a trip. Flights. Do-do-do. Got these Care Bears here all behind me. Look at these. There's a pink Care Bear here, right here. These are Manny's Care Bears. These are all original Care Bears too that he's got behind me. I've been sleeping in the sunroom. Phoenix to Salt Lake City. We guess we got to do Utah. Browse by regions. They might not we might not be able to do it. Let's see. Nope. I don't think JetBlue goes to Salt Lake. Looks like we're not going to be going. Utah, nothing. Nope. Mint service. What is this mint? Yep, I don't think they have one unless they do a partner. Let's see. Use True Blue points. Yep. Does not look like JetBlue serves Salt Lake City. Let's see if we can do something else here. And let's check Expedia real quick. Your flight was $700. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. The meetups. Angie said she would get back to me. They were talking. Is that for Orlando? Oh, Thursday through Sunday. Let's see. Let's go to flights. Flying from Phoenix to. They might have a. Maybe it's Ogden. Maybe I should try Ogden on the computer first. Maybe they have one. Nope, they have Ogdenburg's. Nope. Provo. Maybe they have one in Provo. Nope. Providence. Nope. Yep. It does not look like they have JetBlue has any flights to Utah. Nope. Let's see, SLC. Nope. All right. And select dates. We're on, say we leave on Friday and on trip on Sunday. One traveler. Oh, $700 to Utah. Who? Er, Angie. See. They got 348 bucks. All right. One personal item, seat choice for a fee, cabin economy. They got 4 p.m. Let's see, select. And let's see. Phoenix, Salt Lake City, Salt Lake City, Phoenix. Bags. So I can get a round trip here from Phoenix for $347.97. It might be worth it to do that for me because I have food. I get into the apartment. I could probably get my first internet set up. It already has utilities. Yeah, I could work Wednesday and Thursday and tell them I'll be back Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week. Start the job. Just say I had this arranged already. Because I'm going to be doing the solar canvassing out here. It's $28 an hour. And once you get your first sale, you get $500 bonus plus commission. And then it goes to $40 an hour. I'm going to be working at Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. canvassing. And then Saturdays and possibly Sundays sometimes. So 9 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. on Saturday. So it's like 30 something hours at $40 an hour. That's decent money, man. How much is that? Hey Siri, how much is 30 times 40? It's 1,000. So that's $1,200. 30 hours of cut canvassing sorting at $40 an hour. Hey Siri, how much 30 times 28? That's still $840 a week at 30 hours. If I do 40 hours, yeah, and it's not in the hot part of the day, 4.5 hours. That's like, but it's still, oh, look, 11:11, angel numbers. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go. I think I can swing it. I, I think I can swing. Let me check my funds. I do have my phone bill due too. All I need is next month's rent, $950. So I got 1224.28 left on one account. And let's see what's on relay. And I got 7 angel numbers, of course. I got 771.75 on my relay account. My angel number is 717 if you know me. I talk about it enough. So yeah, there's my angel number. Here, look, 771. See that 717 in there? Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to Utah, buddy. Fuck yeah. We're gonna go see Tony fucking Robbins, man. Fucking A. Let's fucking go. See, it I can't explain. There's nothing except divine intervention in my life since I told God Super Bowl Sunday, February 13th, 2022. I said, into the Super Bowl, I was gonna kill myself. I was. I was done. I was ready to give up on everything in my life. I found a 1 minute Facebook ad about 11 a.m. Saturday afternoon. I almost swiped up when I saw LeBron James because the Pace was referencing the Space Jam. He said, "Not that Space Jam." He said, "The good Space Jam." And then I saw a picture of Michael, and I'm swiping, and I just went, "Wait, this guy likes Michael Jordan? Oh, I gotta listen to hear what he says." So I watched the end of that Facebook ad, and I'm like, "What?" I watched it again, like I don't know how many times I watched it again, over and over. I'm like, "This can't be possible. This has got to be a scam. There's no way I can buy real estate using none of my own personal credit, using none of my own money, and then having the ability to have appreciation, depreciation, write it off on taxes, get maybe $10,000 to $15,000 for assigning it, or doing a buy and hold and getting a few $100s or more a month in cash flow." I was like, this has got to be a fucking scam. There's no way this shit's real. So I went to sub2.com. I watched all his videos there. I watched Pace teaching in the hallways on a whiteboard. I mean, literally had people standing in the hallway and he's teaching this. And went to YouTube. Then I joined the creative financing group with Pace Morby. I looked through all the posts in there, and I didn't know what sub two really was. And so I sat there getting high all day Saturday, waiting till I had enough dope to last me till the end of the Super Bowl. And I got walked through watch the Super Bowl, watch the chart or the what are they the Chiefs Chiefs win against the Rams, and or did the Rams, and I don't even remember. But at the end of the Super Bowl, I was like, I took my last hit of crack, my last hit of heroin, and I said, God, I'm done. I said, I'm done. I know I promised you before. I'm done, done, done. I said, God, this man is Willy Wonka. This is my last shot at the golden ticket. Mind you, I had no idea about his golden ticket events when I'm saying that. And I said, I need all new friends, all new family. And I passed out because I'd been up for days. I woke up sometime Tuesday, had no withdrawals. I had a gram a day of heroin for 7 years, and I had no withdrawals. God literally took it away. I walked away from my mother and everybody I knew in my life before that, and God gave me sub two, my new family. I know it's painful for me to say that, but that's exactly what happened. And look at me today, 19 months ago. I'm being invited to masterminds by Abraham Gray, Vina Jetty. I'm hanging out with Pace and Ubers to the airport. And now I'm going to go to Salt Lake City and see Tony Robbins. And the best part is I can literally walk to the airport from the apartment where I'm going to be staying. I can literally do that. So I don't even have to worry about taking an Uber to the airport. And I could actually fast the whole time. I can do a fasting. I won't even have to bring money for food. Round trip on Friday night, come back Sunday, go back to work Monday. Uh, wow, fucking amazing, fucking amazing. Can you believe this shit? For a long time, Robert Kiyosaki, Jerry Norton, Pace was my tribe, my vibe. 11 months watching him every day before I took the leap. Yeah, just things like when I went to Clever Summit and I almost didn't go back the second day where I met Pace that Saturday, where I met Vina, because I was so scared that I would not have the money to get into the Gator class to get my Prime Corporate Services set up. And Tommy Thornburg, the president of the Corporate Service, saw my post in Creative Financing Group. Where I was so amazed. I was like, wow, I'm meeting all these people. I met my very first sub two student friends, Christina and her husband Robert Lewis. Christina Gianspargo. I never say her last name right. Just like I never said Elizabeth's last name, Elizabeth Pasongpong and Pamela Songcourse. I always was messing their names up. If I wouldn't have I was afraid if I didn't go back, I would miss out on so much stuff, and I did. I would have. I would have never met Pace that Saturday afternoon. After I hit on Vina or complimented Vina, I've got to quit saying hit on her because I really didn't. Um, they all the VIPs were walking by. They had finished eating. It was Pace, Jamil, Vina, Cody Sperber, Cole Hatter, Robert Kiyosaki, Ed Milet, Dan Fleischman, Ryan Pineda, and a couple others. They're all walking by, and just as they got past me through the drape, they're walking to in the whole auditorium wherever it was empty. I was like, "Hey, Pace!" They all turned around, silent, looked at me. Pace stopped. He walks over to me, gets right in my face, shakes my hand. I was like, I'm gonna be your best student. He just looked me in the eye, shook my hand, turned around and walked away. They all walked away in silence. That was the very first time I met Pace at Clever Summit last year. Um, if I wouldn't have took action, Tommy Thornburg that night, he said, "Come by my booth in the morning. I'm gonna take care of you." I was like $700 short of getting my Prime Corporate Services set up, and he ended up gifting me all of my Prime Corporate Services. I had already had some money into it, and um, I got my LLC, Lion and Mars Investments, uh, Limited Liability Corporation, Wyoming. Um, and look, the rest is history. Just I'm gonna go see fucking Tony Robbins. I'm gonna go see Tony Robbins and Pace, and I don't know who else is gonna be there, but I'm fucking going. I'm doing it. I'm taking the leap, just like I've done this whole freaking journey. And I'm gonna go instead of I'm gonna still I still Jeremy Davis reached out to me last night because I asked him for help with the project in Utah. I'm gonna go get up there and I'm gonna lock this deal up in Sandy, Utah. I'm not giving up on it. Um, I have the risk tolerance. What's the worst that can happen? It fails. Well, we just move on and do another one. But I'm not going to. I'm not going to let this fail. I'm not going to give up on this Utah property. Me and Tigger are going to get this done. I'm gonna get the PML for it. I'm gonna do all the stuff. ET is gonna be there. Shut up. I love, dude. I used to listen to ET a lot early on in my journey. I love ET, dude. Dude, so freaking cool. Yeah, I could go say hi to Ryan again too. Um, wow, so freaking cool. So freaking cool. All right. So yeah, let's see. It leaves at 6:22 p.m. to 12. So I'll get in Salt Lake at midnight. What time are you gonna be arriving? I'll find a way I'll find a way over there. Somebody's gonna so I'll be in Salt Lake City at midnight. Oh, look at this. Angel numbers. The flight from Phoenix to Salt Lake City is 4 hours and 44 minutes. It's got a 1 hour and 15 minute stop in Denver. I'm going to go to Denver. Never, haven't been to Denver before. I've been to Denver, but not the airport. I've been. What am I saying? I've been to Denver a couple times. Drove through there. Um, 4 hours and 44 minutes. Angel numbers. I have to do this. I have to. I have to. I can afford it. I can do this. I'm doing this. I'm doing this. I'm fucking going to Salt Lake City. Um, yeah, I'm doing this. Let me check. When were they sending the email for the tickets? Have they sent those out yet? Because I put my name on the list. I called that into existence. Um, I think I was like number 477 or something. Do you know when they sent the email about the tickets for the event, Anthony? I'm waiting to hear back from you. Because I don't want to do it if I ain't got a ticket. Um, yeah, we're gonna do this. We're gonna go to Utah. Let me see. Oh, I just got a message from Pillar Church. Sweet. Let me check my email. See if I got any emails. Let's see. Let's check. Nope. I don't see it. I don't see anything yet. You still there, Anthony? Let me open up Google Sheets. I think those last limitless sign up sheet. Let's see where I'm at. Anyway, I was like 477. What the hell? Oh, there I am. I'm 439. Larry the Lion 316 at gmail.com. I didn't put sub two or gator. But I'm on the list, right? So I'm gonna get a ticket, right? Yeah, I'm number 439. Yep. I'm on there. I'm good. I'm good, baby. Baby. We good. We're going to Utah. We're going to see Tony Robbins and Pace Jordan Morby. Paying for it. Yes. I'm gonna go see Jeremy Davis and talk about this deal in Utah. Um, yes, I'm going. Fuck this. You only live once, right? Sometimes you just gotta jump. If you don't jump, you might never jump. You wait. I'm jumping. That's what I do. This is what I do. That's what I've done my whole life. You know how many times I said, fuck it, and went on massive drug binges and like, fuck it. I don't care. I'm going to go on this binge and end my life, blah, blah, blah. But look, I'm still here. Look where I've come far in 19 months. I just keep winning because of God, because of Jesus. And that there's no other way except divine intervention in all of these things. And it wouldn't have been possible if I wasn't going to get this apartment from the sub two student. So freaking amazing. And it wouldn't have been possible with Angel Miller 444 on Facebook. She's my business partner in sub two. Alicia Tompkins, enrollment director. I mean, so many people helping. Manny helping me. Um, around North. I mean, wow, wow. I'm just blown away right now. I'm just so fucking grateful. Look, 1 hour and 51 minutes and 55 seconds. 555. Yeah, we're gonna end this at 1 hour and 55 minutes and 55 seconds. That's gonna be the end of this podcast. It'd be about 11:30. It's like an hour and a half we've been out here, or 2 hours. Have I been talking for 2 hours? Oh, I have. I've been. I don't even know how I do this for 2 hours. I don't know how Pace does it for all these. I've done 10-hour podcasts and stuff, um, bunch of times. So, wow, Tony Robbins, Salt Lake City, Pace, sub two, 500 sub two students. Wow, fucking a. Wow, 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 wow. And I'm still gonna make it busy. Disney. You know why? Because I'm gonna be doing that solar job, $1,000 a week, hopefully. Crossing fingers if we don't get the job, but I'll still be okay. Even if I don't get the job, I have a place to live for a month till next time rent will be due. Will be what is this, September? It'll be October, November 1st. I'm good. I'm good, baby. I got food because hey, I ain't gonna lie. I signed up for EBT when I got here to Arizona. Hey, I needed to get all the help I could get. Shit. Great. We got the spammers. Faded Samsa. I don't know who the fuck that is. Look at him get a real job. Get a life, dude. Instead of spamming people's YouTubes and shit. Freaking loser. What kind of name is Faded Samsa? Yeah, you're a spam king. Thanks for spamming. Look at your ugly picture. What is that? A mohawk? Who has a mohawk still? Oh, anyways, I won't show any more of your comments, and I'm just gonna go back in YouTube and delete them. And I'm ending this anyways in 1 minute. So let me get you. Let me go to YouTube and block you right now. Ta-da! We're gonna do that right now. Let's go to the chat, live chat. Here we go, and we're gonna remove this channel, and we're gonna. Well, yeah, if you're gonna come on my show and be a dick, I'm gonna, hide the user on this channel. Yep, there we go. All your messages are hidden. Bye. Ha ha ha. What are we? See, I get. That's when you're getting. Wow, he really went off. He said he was like, get a real job, spam king. Did you call me a loser, fag boy? Block me, gay, lard ass, lard lord. What a piece of shit. All right. Anyways, I get them on YouTube. I don't know. It's some kind of spammer army. Like there is like 11 of them one day, and they're probably all gonna start showing up. But anyways, y'all have a great day. Happy Monday. I'm so grateful to be here in Phoenix, be here and part of the community. Sub two, the greatest community on earth. I love this. I love this community. Thank you, Pace Jordan Morby. You're an amazing brother. I'm so grateful. Thank you for saving my life. Thank you, God. Thank you, Jesus, for bringing me here to this community. I'm so grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Put God first in everything you do. He'll take you places no man can take you. He'll open doors no man can shut. I promise you. 1 hour, 55 minutes, 55 seconds. Done. Have a good day, everybody.